In this great time I was about discovering and using the precious name of the Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, not according to superstition and man's tradition, which he made up in the light of God's judgment, but in the light of redemption, where Yeshua the Nazarene paid the price for our salvation, and brought us into the promises of Elohim. And one of these wonderful promises was,
"And my people shall know my name."
Well, to know is real, to know is not to know a substitute, to call on the name Yahuwah is not to call on some other name decided on by man. Hear a parable.
A man once said to a child,
"You shall call me living."
and the child grew up and always called his father living. Over a long period of time the child started to rebel against his father. He used to run to all the men around about and say,
"I have no father. Will you be my father? Will you feed me and clothe me?"
These men saw the child and pitied him, especially as he had now come of age. He knew right from wrong and was no longer physically a child. They asked him,
"Who is your father?"
He replied,
"My father is dead. Will you help me?"
After a long time his father heard of what his son was doing, and he called him saying,
"My son, I'm still living. Why do you call me dead? Why do you dishonor me so?"
The father tried to reason with the son. In the end the son so resisted the father that, since he had come of age, his father said,
"Go away from my house, since you insist on calling on all these other men who are indeed not your father. And since you insist that I'm dead, so to you I'm dead. Leave my presence, and do not come back. But I say this to you, the time will come, when your sons will return to me, and they will know me truly, and they will know my name."
So the son left the father and he went far away. He got into many troubles. He had many children. After 48 generations one began searching for the name. He asked,
"Is our true father living?"
His immediate father said,
"Well, you should ask my father."
So the son went to his grandfather and asked him,
"Is our father of the beginning living or dead?"
He replied,
"Well, my son, he was once called by the name you mention. The name is too holy to be spoken, so we call him dead. Thus we do not use the name wrongly. We show our father great respect in this way."
The son was not satisfied, for the true father had put within him a desire for truth. He began to research who the true father was, and here he came across some very ancient writings relating to the character and name of the father. In them he read that the true father promised that, if anyone wanted to know the truth, they could speak to him directly, for he was living. So he cried out,
"Father, show me the truth. Are you living? Do you want us to know you and your name?"
The father was very pleased when he heard the cry of the son, and sent him his Holy Spirit to lead him into all truth. When the son had learned a little, he cried out,
"Living Father, I want to know you."
And the father, hearing the cry of the son, came to him. And when the son beheld the face of the father, he wept, for he had finally found what he had been looking for all these years. And he lived with his father, and taught his children the true name of the father, that is Yahuwah. The father had said through Isaiah the prophet,
"I'm Yahuwah. That is my name. I will not give my glory to another or my praise to graven images. For God so loved the world, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth on him should not perish, but have everlasting life."